Okay, just about to set off on the walk today. I've managed to find a parking space here. It's on Alder Lane, just on the bend here. And this is the public footpath we're going to follow. Now there's a sign on this telegraph pole, power line, and it says private road, farm access only, but it is a public footpath. So I think that just means you can't drive your car up there, but you can walk up there. Anyway, I suppose there's parking for a couple of cars here. Yeah, so try there. Anyway, let's go and do the walk, eh? See how we get on. Hello there, how are we all doing? Another lovely crisp morning and a bit of a, well, I hope that it's not raining. We've had some bloody horrible weather lately, haven't we? Anyway, enough of the weather. It's a lovely morning, I'm out again and I'm in, well, I think it's border of Rainford and Billinge, St Helens. If you have a look round, you can see over there, that's Billinge in the distance there. Billinge Lump on the top there. And Huffwood Golf Course is probably over there, you might not be able to quite see it. And the famous Shaley Brow. Shaley Brow is a famous climb that all the cyclists in the area measure themselves on. If they can get up Shaley Brow without stopping and getting off, it's a massive achievement. Anyway, I'm not on my bike, I'm walking, aren't I? So yeah, so I'm having to walk up to what's, I think it was officially known as Rainford Delph. It used to be a quarry here years and years ago, and it's now more commonly known as Crank Caverns. Now I have been here once before, but it was many years ago, and I couldn't even remember the way. I had to ask a guy in work which way it was. Anyway, I think I know where I'm going now. So, come on, let's head up there. Whew, it's blowing a hoolie. Right, this just to my right here now, that's a reservoir, it's underground reservoir. And now I've got to, I'll just show you here, bit of a T-junction here. And I think where we're going is off to my left. Anyway, we'll follow it down. I think if you go straight across there, you'll eventually reach top of Moss Bank. We're going to head down this way. Yes, so apparently on old OS maps it was known as Rainford Old Delph, and not a lot's known about whoever owned the quarries and the workers who worked there. Started quarrying in about 1700. Sandstone quarrying, but like I say, not a lot known about them. Now I've been told when I get to these woods I need to follow the path round to the right. It looks like there's a lot of new planting going on. Right, this is the entrance of that house. So to get where we want to go, we need to follow this pathway round to the right. Yeah, a lot of planting being done here. Oh right, and now this is where I was told to be careful, because there is a big bloody drop here, part of the old quarrying. Right, we can cut in there, but I'm going to keep right for now and see what happens. See if this takes us round. Pheasants. Now this area was actually used as a game reserve by Lord Derby, the Earl of Derby, whose main house is probably about 6 or 8 miles from here. This is all his land at one time, as far as the eyes can see. So yeah, this was the game reserve up until 1939, and then in 1939 the usage changed. With the onset of World War II, there was actually an anti-aircraft position up at Crank, the top of Crank just behind me, and this place here was used for storing ammunition. I suppose it was seen as a safe place to store it. Anyway, you just have to be careful here, because there is quite a drop down into the quarry. Really rooty underfoot. Quite a big quarry as well, isn't it? Over quite a large area. Okay, so we can see evidence of quarrying here. And there's the famous Crank Caverns down there. The only thing is, I don't know how I get down there. We'll have a look over here. Now there's a lot of myths and legends surrounding this place. Now I don't know whether some of these myths were just started by families who didn't want the kids messing about down here, because the tunnels, apparently some of the tunnels go on for miles. Again, a lot of the myths regarding the tunnels, they say there's a tunnel from here to St Helens Town Hall, another one goes all the way to Upholland, one that goes to Low House Church in St Helens, St Mary's. But again, nobody knows whether these myths or legends are actually true, or whether it was just, as I say, aiming to keep the kids away. Still can't see our way down, unless it's round this way. Now one of the myths, it involved 4 young kids who came playing here, entered the caverns, and only one of the kids got out. The other 3 were never found again. Now the one child who did manage to escape said they were chased by little old men, like little old men with grey beards. So they were called like dwarves. And he said as he was trying to escape the last little bit, he felt somebody grabbing at his ankle. Again, whether it's true, whether it's just a myth, who knows? It's the kind of thing you'd say to your kids, isn't it? So they wouldn't come down here. But I did think you could get down. Now it looks like it's been getting backfilled over there. But let's keep going. Let's have a look around here. Who knows? Now they did look like the main caverns back there where I've just been, but it looks pretty awkward to get down. Oh yeah, what do we have here? Here we go. Now there supposedly is quite a number of them. Here we go, this is the place I've been before. Now this has been backfilled, but if you search on YouTube, there is evidence of people getting down here, you know, like cavers, getting down, and you know, them where they have to drag themselves through a gap about 10 inches high. Not for me, unfortunately. But this is one part of the caverns. Let's have another look around here. No, nothing down there. Ooh. Oh yeah, what's over here? I think I've been to this part before. I think we came once. I was out at the club on mountain bikes and we came round here. Now one of the myths is that all the local Catholics hid here during the Reformation, which was 1491 to 1547 if I remember correctly, when Henry VIII, well, he made it illegal to be any other religion apart from Church of England, didn't he? So he could get rid of his wives, divorce them and that. I think these are the ones where I've seen the cavers going in. Now people have been down there and they said there is evidence of like an old church. Now that could be from the Reformation. Looks like another one down here, yes. Well, that looks quite a large cave, doesn't it? I think I need to come back with a torch, don't I? That's what we need to do. As I say, a lot of the tunnels were from the sandstone quarrying, but there's also a lot of there was a lot of open cast mining around here, and then that became really expensive, the open cast, because I suppose you have to buy plots of land and keep digging it out and then moving on, buying more land. So because of the expense, they started tunnelling for coal, and what they do is just dig a hole, find a coal seam and then follow it. And that's where I think some of the tunnels have come from, you know, that lead out to Up Holland and places, like any mine I suppose. No more over here. Yes, so Crank Caverns, a great place for the kids to play, but a dangerous place. One of the other myths was that there's like cannibals living down there. People went missing. So many years ago, they sent soldiers in looking for these people who'd gone missing, and they found like piles of bones. Now that could have been from people who'd just gone down there, couldn't get out, and were left there. Anyway, but they did say they could hear like talking noises, like strange voices, like a strange language. Yeah, the soldiers said they felt like they were being watched, and I don't think they hung around in there. But there's a lot more than I thought, a lot more caverns than I thought there was going to be. Got to try and find my way back now. I didn't come up that way. What I did get warned about though, apparently this is, it's private land I think, so officially, yeah, I'm trespassing, I'm not supposed to be in here. Let's have a look up this way, eh? Tell you what, it's lovely and quiet in here. Just the odd birds. Really peaceful. Out of that wind. Now it does look as if forestry vehicles or farm vehicles have been coming up this way, because a lot of the brambles and that have been cut down. So we don't want to go that way. We want to try and find our way back round. Okay, so we know it wasn't that way. Remember to duck your head here. Oh, let's have a look down here, eh? This looks promising. All right, yeah, we came past this one, didn't we? It'd make a great hideout place. Don't know why I'm whispering. Nobody in here. Or is there? We don't know, do we? Do we believe in those myths and legends? I'm not normally one who believes in stuff like that. Can hear someone. Right, I'm trying to light it up with the torch off my phone, but did a bit piss poor, aren't we? Can't really see anything. Evidence of partying. That's about it, really. Yeah, so them four boys in the, I think it was the 17th century, would it be? who went down here and only one came out. True or false? Okay. So this is the kind that the cavers go down, isn't it? Like I say, I've got my torch. If I'd have had my torch, I'd have been down there. No me. Not scared of anything. I'd have been down there having a mooch. But I forgot my torch, so I can't. I don't know if I came over that way or this way. Down here. Let's have a look. Don't think there's much down there. I think I need climbing gear to get down there. Well, not so much get down. I could probably roll down. It's getting back out again, isn't it? There is a big cavern though. It's crying out for exploration. Thing is, while I'm on my own, I don't want to take a chance in case I fall down. What I'll do, I'll come back with Phil and we can try and get down there. Oh, nearly went. Yeah, now that looks like a big cavern, but you can't tell how deep it goes. Yeah, you're not getting down there, are you? Well, not easily anyway. Yeah, it looks like the backfill in here, don't they? There's a farm just over to the back of me. I don't know if the land belongs to him, but it certainly looks like they're throwing rubbish down here, like this tree. You can see the tread marks here where it's come up this lane from the farm. Yeah, they must be pushing stuff down there. Just have to hope you get, yeah, because this bloody piece of OSB, that's not here from the 1700s, is it? Now this bit here, I don't know how safe this is. Oh, sinking a bit. No. Sorry, you can't go any further. What the hell is a spade down there? Yeah, spades. Can you see it? Somebody's been digging out, haven't they? Oh, bloody hell. Started sinking then. It's all a bit soft, you know, where the whoever's brought all this up to dump down there. Yeah, so like I said, during the Second World War they used it for ammunition storage, because it did belong to Lord Derby. Now, not sure whether it still does or not. But that was the famous Crank Caverns. There's probably not a kid in Rainford or Billinge who hasn't been down there exploring. It's the kind of thing we'd have done when we were kids. Yeah, so that's where I've just been, over there. You'd have to be a lot younger and more nimble than me to get down there and get back out, I reckon. I think what I might do is start a new myth, because there was in the 1840s it was a quarry again, and there was a guy from Yorkshire. He was known as Yorkshire Charlie, who owned the place, and he used it for quarrying. He employed the local people to quarry for him, and now he walks around the caverns of a night after dark, and we're getting close to it now, so I'm going to make a move. Yeah, you just need to be careful when you're walking along this path here. Don't come at night like me, because there is a massive drop just off to your left there. Now, it was really windy when I got here, and it's as I'm getting outside the woods now, you can feel it picking up again. But when you're in there, it's great. It's all sheltered. Bloody hell, there's evidence of a swing there. It's not a very thick branch, that. My God. Hopefully nobody had to go on that, because swinging over that rope, that's what you're swinging over. And some daredevil kids, that, isn't it? Oh dear. Anyway, it's getting dark. Have to keep moving. Don't think we went up here, did we? Let's have a quick scutch up here, eh? Okay, so this must be where the kids come playing, up here, making swings. I think you can get back down that way to where I've been, down by the caverns. Swing here. Used to love making swings when we were kids. Down Big Wood or Duke's Clough. So there's the caverns down there where I've just been, yeah, so we could have got in this way. Didn't need to walk all the way around. I suppose you can get down this way as well. Just trying to be careful, because the house is just there. Now, oh, just heard a car door. Okay, so I'm tempted to go down here to see if there's any more caverns to my left here. Doesn't look like. It's just part of the quarry, wasn't it? And then I suppose you could go, yeah, you can come this way to get through to the caverns. This is your quickest way. Let's have a look what's just here. Been a lot of partying going on here. Crisp packets and empty cans. Gotta get back up here now. Yeah, what a great place to explore as kids, eh? We'd have been made up down here. Might start breathing heavier now. Ooh. 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 Wasn't too bad, was it? Yeah, another way down there, another swing. I wouldn't chance that bloody swing there. Not now, I wouldn't. No, now well, 10.5 stone now. I am honest. Oh, this is one of them pathways where you have to watch close to the edge. Whoa, big drop there. Great stuff. Well, it'd be a great addition to any local walk. Cut off and have a look round the caverns. If you were walking, say, up towards Billinge Lump, you could come through this way. And we're back to where we started, by the gates. Now this is a public footpath, so you're okay on here. It's just, I think the public footpath goes around the quarry. But I suppose, like any footpath, you're supposed to stick to the path. Okay, so this is the underground reservoir I told you about before, and as you can see here when you get here, if you go that way, you're heading towards Moss Bank, and if you go right, it'll take you back to top of Crank. So Moss Bank that way, and that's where Crank Caverns are, in them woods there. Okay. That was Crank Caverns. Another short one today. As I say, it'd be great to add on to your walk. If you're doing any walk from like Rainford or Carmill, you come through Moss Bank and you'll be able to cut up through here if you're going up towards Billinge Lump, or if you're doing a loop round Crank. Ideal. You can spend half an hour in there easy, having a mooch. You might even want to go on one of the swings. I'd advise you not to. I didn't try it, but I enjoyed having a look at the Crank Caverns. Rainford Old Delph. It's known as Rainford Old Delph, or that's what it showed on the old OS maps. It's down as Rainford Old Delph, but everybody round about call them Crank Caverns. Anyway, once again, massive thank you to everybody who likes, shares, comments and subscribes to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Who knows where we'll be? Hopefully it's somewhere a bit further afield. Hopefully I've got over my man flu by then. Anyway, see you on the next one. Ta-da.